Hey, what's up everybody? Jay Woo here with a TF2 commentary. Now, I have to apologize first, I haven't posted any videos in a long time, but I have a perfectly good explanation for that. So, an old fire of mine, like a passion, has been rekindled from the past. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's not about filmmaking because, I still make films, but I'm talking about stop motion animation. So how all this was sparked was that I went to Universal Studios Hollywood, the theme park, right? And I went on one of those tram rides that tour the backlot and all those sets that they have for movies. So while on the ride, they talked about a film that was released called Paranorman, and they said the studio that made Paranorman before made a film called Coraline. And I got pretty interested in that, so I went home and got myself a copy of it. Now, when I actually watched it, I was like mind blown, seriously. The animations looked super fluid, like they were like computer animated, and they just brought new technology and mixed it with the old-fashioned stop motion animation. They used like 3D printers to print out like individual faces so they could animate them, and they even said there's like the main character could even produce like over 200,000 unique facial shapes and all his expressions. But anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, seriously, go check out the behind the scenes videos. They're very inspiring. So this movie was actually like the catalyst for my whole interest in stop motion again. And I actually realized I've been doing stop motion for quite a while when I was small, although I didn't know what I was doing. So what I would do was, when you're waiting for your family or whatever to finish eating at places, so I would take a digital camera, take a picture of a cup, move it an inch over, and take a picture of it, and just keep doing that. Just keep moving the cup. Then I would go into the picture viewer, press right, and it'll make it look like the cup is actually moving across the table. And that was a pretty cool effect, but I didn't know exactly what that was called until like a year after I did that. So after I watched that movie, that's basically when I stopped uploading videos to this channel because I got very interested in how they made Coraline and just started watching making ofs and all these other stuff and how they did the 3D printing. So yeah, it was a lot of work went into that film, so I got interested and started researching, and I learned quite a lot. And that goes to show that if you're really set on something, you don't really need to go to a class to learn something. The internet's right there for you to do anything you want. So now let's talk about the gameplay in the background. So I'm playing as soldier on Man vs. Machine, and I've noticed something weird when I'm playing as soldier. Every time I shoot on the ground, I just jump up instinctively. I don't know why. It's pretty weird. Except when I'm on a high vantage point, like a building, like in the beginning, I don't do that because I don't know. It's just I'm already higher than them. I just want to get like a higher elevation every time I fire. But anyways, a good place for this map is in the very beginning. Is to stand on top of this building as a soldier, so you could just spam down when the robots spawn out of the place. It works very well too. You get quite a lot of kills. And also, I've noticed that I haven't gotten any canteens from the game, actually, completing your first game. Because, I don't know, I'm just horrible at this game mode. I can't really stay alive. And I am by no means a great player. But one advice I could give you as soldier is to rocket jump. Know how to rocket jump. That's very important. You could get to places that people won't expect you. And it's just overall quicker. It's better than running upstairs or whatever. And, just learn the basic rocket jump. When you point down, crouch, and shoot and jump at the same time, then yeah, that's just the basic one. You don't have to be like Star who just flies around the map and just kills everyone in midair. You don't need to do that. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool though. But anyways, it's good to be back, and the whole reason I've not been active on YouTube was watching stop motion movies. And I have to say, Coraline was actually one of the best well-made movies I've seen my whole life because, a whole bunch of work went into it. It's way more detailed than live action, In live action, the guys already know how to move, so you don't need to teach them how. But in stop motion, of course, you gotta move them frame by frame, and that takes forever. So I really admire their hard work and effort put into making the film. So I've been watching that movie like twice every day, and that's pretty strange. I never do that usually. So to sum things up, it's good to be back on YouTube, and Coraline's one of the best movies ever made. And I also can't wait to see Paranorman, of course. And also, for everyone out there, what's your favorite movie? This has been Jay Woo here, and I'll see you in the next video.